Well, the cars are ready, and so are the drivers. And no, we're not talking about NASCAR. We're talking about the great Moonbuggy race. And News Channel 19 Steve Jonson joins us from the Space and Rocket Center. This is the 15th annual race. Is that right, Steve?
Well, I was just told it's the 15th running, but 14 years, Lisa.
Okay.
And the Moonbuggy race was inspired by the original lunar rover, which of course was designed and developed right here at Marshall Space Flight Center. Now let's look at some video of that original lunar rover, which flew on Apollo 15, 16, and 17. There are 3 rovers still on the moon's surface. It was developed in 17 months, Lisa. It cost $38 million. Small change these days. To develop the first car to travel on the moon, it went 56 miles in 3 missions. And it was the inspiration for the Moonbuggy, and the guy who basically took that lunar rover and came up with the Moonbuggy idea, Dr. Frank Six, and pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, Steve, and we're still at it. And we had the help of a lot of creative people, especially a professor at the University of Alabama, Huntsville, who helped come up with the rules for it.
Okay, now we're going to be taking a look at the obstacles, the recreation of the moon surface, and a Moonbuggy a little later. But this is the 15th race, and these are high school kids, college kids. They design their own rovers, and in 15 minutes they're supposed to negotiate a half-mile course.
They have a hard time. It's a severe course.
I have been on it, and severe is not exactly the word. It's impossible in some of the rovers. If you're a first-timer, you find out that you made some design errors.
You bet. You bet. It's really rugged. Okay. And it took the winner last year 7 years of competition before they got in the winner's circle.
Aha, that's one of those try again. Anyway, we'll be back with you, Dr. Six. We'll be talking about this, and we're going to, in fact, there's an obstacle right there that we're going to take a look at. You'd never believe that sand and gravel, Lisa, could be so much trouble.
I can't wait to see you give it the old college try.
Well, I'll give it some sort of try. They won't want me to break their buggy, I can assure you of that.
Oh, you're right about that. All right, Steve, thanks a lot.
Live at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, and we are talking about, in fact, we're taking you Moonbuggy racing this morning. This is a Moonbuggy, and we're going to show you this in a couple of different forms, which might surprise you. We'll be talking about the 15th running of the Moonbuggy races and why Huntsville should be very proud that the Moonbuggy races are right here. If you've never seen the Moonbuggy races, you need to come watch.
Absolutely. It is a hoot. It really is fun.
Okay, now we're going to see a Moonbuggy driving around a little bit, but I want to show you. This is a Moonbuggy. This is the German team. This is the way they have to be, folded up in a 4x4x4 square. We're going to see this thing in action and explain why it has to be folded up, Lisa, when we come back. But this is good stuff. If you've never seen the Moonbuggy racing, you ought to come out to the Space and Rocket Center the next 2 days and catch some.
Now, we don't want you to break the Moonbuggy, but we at least want to see you getting strapped in or sitting in it or something.
Well, I'll sit in one. They won't let us do the obstacles because, first, they don't want to mess the obstacles up. They must have known I was going to be the one out here this morning. and they don't want to mess the Moonbuggies up either. But, yeah, I'm going to get on one. Now, let's walk over here to this Moonbuggy. This is a German team, and look at this Moonbuggy. Now, they have to have it folded in a square, essentially, because that's how the original lunar rover had to travel to space. All right, guys, unfold it for us. Let me get out of the way. Unfold it for us like you would in competition. Go. Okay. Of course, when they were on the moon, now Markus Reichelt, tell me about this. That looked like a lot of fun.
Well, yes, it is.
Okay, how hard was it to come up with a design that would stand this tough course and could also be unfolded in, what, 6 or 7 seconds?
Well, the most difficult part of it is, of course, that you have to fold it. And that makes the construction very heavy and so on, because you have to construct many parts that could be easier if you don't have to fold it.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. Now, is this one ready to go? It feels like it's flexing a little bit. Is it ready to go?
Well, yes, it's almost ready.
Almost ready. All righty. I tell you what, when we come back next time, we'll show this Moonbuggy in action. Now, they can't get on the obstacles because that would be practice, sort of, plus they'd mess the obstacles up. But they'll be on them today, and we'll show this Moonbuggy in action, Lisa, and it's almost ready to go.
Steve, I have a question.
Okay.
For you.
Okay.
We all are, kind of upset about the price of gas these days. Ask Markus how easy it is to make mass quantities of the Moonbuggies.
Okay, how easy was it? Could you build a bunch of these?
Oh, what did you say?
Could you build a bunch of Moonbuggies?
Oh, well, No.
No. It took a while, didn't it?
Well, it's just, I don't know, very difficult.
Just very difficult, Lisa. You know, a lot of work, and these are built by the teams.
Right.
These Moonbuggies in that's high school and college. Now they have some advisors, but these intricate machines that have to fold up are built and ridden. They have to pick this up and carry it for what, 200 feet? So it weighs 200 pounds, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, but it may sound like it's easy to do this, Lisa, but it isn't. But we'll see this Moonbuggy doing its thing when we come back in a little while.
All right, sounds good. Thanks a lot, Steve.
Let's try to drive this buggy up here. We're going to talk about why the buggy sort of looks like it looks. Of course, it doesn't look a whole lot like the original Moonbuggy, but it has some features. Now, Frank, what are the things on this Moonbuggy that had to be here because of the lunar rover?
This is a high-gain antenna.
Okay, that's the rover had one.
That's right. Down here are some dust abatement devices.
Okay,
you might call
fenders.
Right, fenders.
Now these are things that, and this of course has to fold up in a 4x4x4
That's
square.
right. That's right. They have a computer. They have a battery pack. They have a television camera. All of those things are required on every Moonbuggy. Most of the teams simulate them, but this team put the real thing on there.
Okay, the real thing on there. You know, Frank, I think I've lost my phone call here, so I'm not. We'll have to be cued when we're done here. But in any case, I want to see this thing in action. Can you? You got kind of close. Can you turn around and just ride it around for us so we can see what a Moonbuggy? Now, at speed, you'll be hitting some pretty tough obstacles. Am I correct?
Some ferocious obstacles that usually do damage to the buggies.
Okay, now I want to walk right over here, Jeff, if we could, and show an obstacle. Now, this isn't the ferocious one, but look at this. This is sand. Now, imagine driving your bicycle through this. You couldn't do it. Well, the buggies have to do that, and they have to hit these gravel obstacles that are hard, and it's just a tough race.
It's a tough race, and most of them have some damage during the first run.
Okay, now I want to, very quickly, I got a wrap, but I want to ask you a question. Markus, come here. How tough is this?
Oh, very tough. It's very hard. It's
Okay.
just, we tested it, and, well, the tests were terrible.
Okay, you get an idea just how tough this is. Markus Reichelt from the German team. They'll be one of the teams competing today, about 62 teams in all. The great Moonbuggy races today and tomorrow. Rain or shine, we hope. Lisa.
All right, Steve. Thanks so much.